there is gratitude to Almighty Allah, who created a beautiful environment right now, and it is the blessing of Allah that has provided us a chance to be the part of this beautiful and blessed Islam. All gratitude to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who led his entire life in fighting injustice, exploitation, as well as fought for humanity, fought for peace, prosperity, tranquility, and order across the world. Esteemed chairperson of this institution, Mr. Nazir Ahmad Loan, well-revered faculty members across the disciplines of this institution, and the faculty member of the institution behind this, that is the institution known as Government Middle School, Pascal. And my dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I give a warm welcome to all of you who have taken seat and become the part of this blessed Islam. Thank you for being part of this program. It has already been explored by my friend, my colleague, my guide, my mentor, Mr. Fayaz Ahmad Dar, who explored the beauty, who explored the program and the experience which Mr. Abdul Aziz, Mr. Ahangar has served in the department. As stated by Mr. Fayaz Ahmad, that Mr. Abdul Aziz has served the department for a long period of almost 33 long years. He has served the department in different capacities, different positions, as well as performed well in different given by the chair from time to time. I know that the day when me and my friend Fayaz stopped joining this institution, and almost 3 years have gone, sir, 3 years. 3 years have gone. I watched his personality very keenly, and I found him very impatient. I found him very impatient and intolerant towards exploitation, unjustification, towards injustice. He always raised a voice against any sort of injustice made by any person in the institution, whosoever he or she would be. He always raised a voice without taking care of the things that can be detrimental to his career. And that really impressed me. It's a common thing that human beings are making mistakes. We can have warm relations with each other, and we can have sometimes bitter relations. I can't use the word bad. Bitter relations. That is the inherent character of every human being. What I have analyzed. I found Mr. Abdul Aziz, my elder brother, my friend, my guide, as well as a mentor. I found him engaged in different activities of this institution, whether on academic level, non-academic level. He performed in menial work most of the times. But sir, from the department, and thousands of the students, you taught thousands of the students who are occupying the different positions across the different institutions of the state Jammu and Kashmir or UT Jammu and Kashmir. Some would have taken the position as a doctor, some would have taken the position as an engineer, some would have taken the position in different fields. So, whatever the praise we can have right now, but the ultimate reward will be from Almighty Allah. And the wealth that you created over this period of time, that would be counted in the long run. Your absence and your presence. On the one hand, it is the happiest, as remarked by my friend, and a gala day for all of us, as my colleague is retiring from the department with honor, dignity and respect. But on the other hand, sir, your absence will create a big vacuum in the institution as well as in our hearts. And that I am pretty sure that will be never filled by any person who will take your charge in this institution. Sir, I pray to Almighty Allah that may Almighty Allah give you peace, solace and comfort in your life. May Almighty Allah fulfill your authentic and genuine dreams, because you have served the department in different capacities. At the end, without taking much of the time, at the end, there are some suggestions from my end to all the faculty members who have joined this assembly right now. That is, sir, this is the family, whom we are the constituent part. But as most of the times we used to spend our day in the institution. Treat this as a family. We must shun arrogance. We must shun prejudice. And we must shun hatredness. Instead of that, give a place to love. Give a place to happiness. And give a place to brotherhood. Because that will be counted at the end of the day. I worked in the department past 14 years. What I have analyzed, being the intellect and as well as regarded and respected by other departments in the state, I always found this faculty, including me, sometimes using the bitter words with each other. Everyone in this institution has an independent capacity. Whether a person would be a principal, whether a person would be a senior lecturer, whether a person would be a lecturer, whether a person would be a teacher, whether a person would take the MTS as a position. Everyone has an independent capacity in the institution. Whether senior lecturer or principal doesn't have the capacity to suspend it. No one has a capacity to retire you before you reach to the time. So why don't we embrace each other? Why we are giving a place to hatredness, prejudice, and giving a place? Let us embrace the discrete and divergent ideas. Let us embrace it. Don't give a place to prejudice, because this is an intellect class. This is the class. You are the people who are creating the doctors, engineers, KS officers, IS officers, who are occupying different positions across the country. This is what I personally analyzed over a period of time, last from 14 years. We must walk with each other. We must talk to each other. We must absorb the discrete ideas, but not embrace hatredness. We must absorb each other. Allah Ta'ala has created everyone with a unique trait and a unique quality. I may have some quality and I may not have some quality. Everyone who are present in this institution right now has some capacity different than that. Let us work for that. Let us compete for that rather than compete with each other. It is not in our destiny. It is Allah who has created you in a different and unique way. There are science faculty members who are part of this institution right now. They are here, apart from my zoology sir. Everyone has a different genetic nature. Everyone has a unique character. No one in the world has one similar genetic nature. There is a difference. Let us embrace that. Let us make this event as joyful, let us make this event as happiest moment of our life. So, it doesn't mean that you are retiring from the department. You have left a big mark, and that mark will be counted by every single person who have worked with you from the 3 years or from the time since you joined this department. Think that you have done a lot. Let us pray to Almighty Allah, because you are moving from one chapter to the next chapter. Whenever some person dies, we used to call that इंतकाल. कहते हैं इंतकाल करना, हम मरना नहीं कहते. मुसलमान कहते मरो मान के वो मर गया. So it's not इंतकाल. It means this life is a transition period from this world to the next world. And I believe that life has many stages to move on. You have crossed one stage with honor, dignity, respect. That's a blessing of Allah on you. That's not blessing from any other one. That's a blessing of Allah. Inshallah, I pray to Almighty Allah that give you as well as us a peace, a solace, and a comfort in our life that we are craving always from Allah. We must give emphasis to the brotherhoodness as we belong to the Muslim Ummah. Let us embrace with each other. Let us embrace discrete or divergent ideas rather than focusing on the difference. Let us embrace it. With this, I wish you, sir, a happy post-retirement life. Thank you.